Ginger's head was severed by something very sharp, like an axe. Well, just then I noticed there was a figure out by the tree line. It was dark. I could make out that it was a man. I immediately thought that it was that guy that we saw a couple of days ago. But then it held up what I swear was an axe. Then it made this sound. It was the same sound I'd heard 2 days ago. Believe you me, I never wanted to hear that sound again. The only thought in my mind was getting the hell out of there. It really scared us. It really did.
Ginger wasn't the only missing animal report at that time. There was an outbreak of lots of missing animals, which sparked more interest in the goat man.
The sad fate of Ginger, the golden lab, and presumably the other missing pets, revealed a side to the goat man that is more than just menacing. Goat man attacks his victims with discriminating viciousness. He has a particular hatred for family pets. Stray dogs are the most vulnerable, but humans are also at risk.
Over here. The skeleton.
Okay, there are several predators around here. We've got coyotes and we've got black bear, and this is a canine, a dog. And supposedly in the legend, the goat man, he doesn't like dogs. He has an issue with them. And so here's a dog, and that's a little unnerving.
Well, the goat man is known by legend to kill dogs and people. And if this is a dog...
When we come back, goat man's attacks on human prey.
According to my research, in the 1930s, a woman by the name of Mary Sullivan and her infant child went missing. Soon after that, the father and the younger son also went missing as well. It's like someone was stalking the family and picking them off one by one. The family went missing in the woods on their property, and it is still the place where they see the goat man to this day.
Well, I did some research into the origins of goat man, and there are a lot of stories about who he was and how he became that way. Back in the 30s and 40s, the state of Maryland decided to dam the Patuxent River and make a couple of lakes. This was to be the source of drinking water for the area. It was a big operation. It meant that a nearby town would be underwater. So the state came in and moved its citizens, relocated them. But the legend goes that in doing its research, the state officials forgot one man, a goat farmer. And when the operation happened, this farmer was caught by surprise and couldn't save his precious goats and died trying. Now they say he's come back and his ghost lives in the woods and takes his revenge out, mostly on family pets, but also on human beings.
Some people say goat man is an urban legend, but I know lots of people that have lost cats and dogs. Some people themselves even disappear, which is even stranger. The cop said 2 kids from my class just got on a bus and left town, ran away from home. Now that doesn't make any sense to me. Why did they take their cars? And why did they just leave them out here in the middle of nowhere? Somebody's not telling the whole truth.
In the late 50s, there was a family living in Mitchellville called the Glasses. They had a little boy named Bobby. One night he was playing outside in the backyard and his father came out to sit on the back porch. It was getting late, but he could see someone was standing not far from the yard, into the woods a bit. There was something about him that was frightening, so they called the boy in.
Boy, get in the house. Now!
The father yelled at the guy, but he didn't leave.
Hey, you! Get out of here! Ha!
The father started walking towards him. The man let out some kind of a howl, not quite like an animal, but not quite human either. Then it slipped away into the night, but whatever this thing was, it came back.
I was just a little boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I woke up one night because something was scraping at the window. I looked up and There was this thing staring into the window at me, scraping at the glass. I screamed.
Dad! Dad! Dad!
My dad ran in, and the thing took off. He went after it, but it was gone. I know what I saw, and it wasn't a person. Next day, he was looking around, and there were footprints. They weren't human. It was like a horse had been walking through a yard. Hoof prints.
Go back in the house, son. I said go!
We saw it off and on for a week or two, and then it was gone. And we never saw it again. My dad didn't scare easy. I mean, he was a Korean War vet who won the Bronze Star. But this thing scared the hell out of him. That really terrified me. Look, I don't know much about Goatman. You can call it whatever you want. Whatever I saw, it wasn't human.
It was later that I linked the two events together and realized how lucky the Glass family had been. The land their house is built on is the same property that the Sullivan family owned back in the 1930s, the family that disappeared. Fortunately, the Glass family didn't join them on the missing persons list. In the end, the legacy of Goatman isn't one of a gentle creature lost in the woods, as benign as Bigfoot. We've had mysterious disappearances that remain unsolved.
I'm getting a really bad feeling here. It's like it's hard for me to breathe, and my lungs feel like they're being squeezed. And I'm feeling communications from entities different from the ones before. These are telling us to leave, but it's in a very malevolent way. And I think I better go. I'm gonna listen to them right now, and I'm gonna go.
The Maryland reports of Goatman are really interesting, even if you just look at them from the psychological point of view. We're talking about a part of the world that was once very rural. So you had this kind of clash of the modern world pushing out the natural world. And Goatman is an interesting symbol, a man who has been taken over by base nature, who seems to dislike anything that represents normal life. You know, family pets and things like that. His drawl to Lover's Lane is again a part of the whole thing, where he is pure, uncontrolled, natural impulses. It's a threat that runs deep in the human psyche.
That's great. We've just lost our another battery. It's our third battery tonight. This is actually kind of typical on these investigations. Spirit energy tends to really drain our battery sources pretty quickly. And like I said, that's battery number 3, and unfortunately, that's the last battery we have out here with us. So. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea, Sean.
You know, guys, I apologize for this, but this is really bad. This is, oh my God. I think we should probably get out of here. I think we should evacuate this area and just write this off to a lesson learned. Sorry, guys, I really am. That was the most terrifying experience of my life. Look, I love doing these things, but you know what? That was way too dangerous, and I'm never coming back here again.
real. I believe he's real. Lots of people believe he's real. And if you don't believe he's real, come out to Prince George's County, stroll down Lover's Lane at night, and see for yourself.
Coming up next.